back with another video review, and this time we have another Age of Extinction figure, and this time we have Strafe, which is the third or fourth, actually no, this is the fourth Dinobot that's come out of 7. He's a 2-headed pterodactyl. Let's look at the box art. Really nice box art right there. And the Autobot logo with the G1 style checkerboard graph pattern in the background, and then the Age of Extinction logo. Here he is in the box. Here's a mini Strafe, or aka Swoop. And then the Transformers logo right there. Evolution 2-pack. Strafe. Nothing on the side. On this side, there's G1 arts of, I'm guessing, Strafe or Swoop. I mean Strafe, sorry. And then there's robot mode, Dino mode. Then there's the little minifigure. And then there's no bio on it. Alright, let's get these guys out of the package and start the review. So here we have Swoop and Strafe, or Swoop and Swoop, or whatever you want to call them. I'm going to stick with Strafe and Swoop out of the packaging. Strafe is a 2-headed pterodactyl, as you can see, with 2 tails, 2 heads. And he has a really gigantic wingspan, which I'll get to in a second, but let's get on to the little minifigure he comes with. This Strafe figure. He's a G1 representation of Swoop. It's pretty nice. Nice pterodactyl. But anyways, to transform him, what you want to do is unhook right here on his wings and bring this down and lift up on this blue section, and then bring these down. These like copper brown pieces. Then there's a little tab right here. There's little slots right here. And what you want to do is fold it down so it pegs in like that. Same thing on this side. Then you can lift up on his head to expose it on the back of the pterodactyl head. Then come down to the feet and bring them down like so. Then come to the arms and bring them forward like that. Same thing on the other side. And then bring the little hands in if you want. And there you go. There is the little Swoop minicon, which is pretty cool. And he even has a little minicon peg. Where did I see it? It goes on one of his wings. No, there it is. On the top right there. So you can peg it onto something. But there you go. Pretty decent. Has a little bit of posability in the arms. The feet can move up and down. But other than that, oh, and also the head can move up and down. But that's really for transformation. Not bad figure. But anyways, him off to the side. Go on to the star of this video. This is Strafe. Just a quick size comparison. Here he is next to AOE high octane Bumblebee. Alright. Strafe does come with 3 accessories. You can put it on his back, which I'll take it off and show you guys. This crossbow. It continues the spike / teeth theme that's on his wing right here and on the side. Continues on this. It does shoot, so a friction missile, like so. It shoots pretty okay for it being a friction missile. I'll do that one more time just to show you guys. Shoots about 7 inches. It's not bad. It's nice in blue and black. But put that off to the side. Let's look at Strafe. He has an Autobot logo, and he is about 3 or 4 colors. He's black, this grayish blue color, and then blue, and then turquoise for the eyes, and then the gray blue continues down on his tail. Got some really nice eyes right here. You guys can see. They're like turquoise. And his jaws also do move. That's not get on camera. Anyways, they open and close. That's the range of motion right there. That's as big as you can open it up. Same thing on their head. You're gonna open it up that far, which is pretty cool. His tail is rubbery, like so. Bring the camera down a little bit. And his wings can move in about that far. There's no hand articulation. You can move his wings and spread them all the way out. Give him a pretty gigantic wingspan. Like that big. It's pretty big, not gonna lie. And you can get him in a nice pose with this wingspan. I'll show you guys real quick. It's pretty nice. And he also, for his other accessories, he comes with these swords, and they attach to these little posts right here, or these peg holes for like right here. And his swords have these little poles that you can put in these little holes, which is pretty cool. Like so. Let's take these off. Let's look at these real quick. They're just little spiked swords. You can hold them like this, or you can hold them like that, which I'll get to in a second. But to transform this guy, first come down to his legs, then bring them down, like so. Then come right here and bring this down, and bring that down, like so. Then we come to his arms and unpeg them right here. There's a little peg right here and a little hole right here, which you can put that in when he is in transformation, or when you're transforming him. Spin those arms around and then collapse this, like so, and get that out of the way. Come to the other side and unpeg it, and spin his arm around, like so. You can bring that down. We'll get to that in a second. Then spin his waist around. Like this. Come on. It's getting caught. There you go. Spin it around like that. Bring these down. Again. It's connected on the back of his arm, so you have to be careful with the way you move these. I'll get to that in just a second. But you come to the heads here, and they originally connect right here on the back of the head. There's a little hole, and then a little post, and then when you transform them in the Dinobot mode, they just plug in. But to transform them, you unpeg them like so, and spread the heads to the side, then lift up the head, and you close the mouths, then you bring them down like so, and angle them in like this, and then they just rest on his chest like so. Now come to the back here and bring his tail down, and to make his cape in the final transformation, bring these in like so, like that. You finally cross them, and you can have the tail sticking out. So bring these into the middle and cross them. Give him a cape and his tail sticking out. And here we have Age of Extinction, Strafe, in his robot mode. If I can get him to stand up correctly. It's kind of a little bit top heavy. Let me open up the cape a little bit. Come on. You know, you want to pose for the camera. Almost got it, guys. There's nothing wrong with this figure. I'm just having trouble standing him up. There we go. Anyways, there is Strafe in his robot mode. And he's very nice. This is probably one of my favorite Dinobot robot modes so far. I've not seen Slog or Snarl yet, but we shall see. And I'm waiting to get Slash so I can have all the Dinobots. But his articulation in robot mode, real quick I'll show you. You can bring his leg out that far. You can bring it out that far that way. Bends at the knee. He actually has a double knee right there and right here. But that's really for transformation, so this technically doesn't count. And his head can turn about that far all the way over, and that far all the way over. You can look up, and you can look down, but that's really part of the transformation. These heads are just laying there, so there's not much you can do about that. But there's like a little indentation right here that they can rest into with their beaks. And for the arms, it's really hindered by it being connected to the wing, but it does move at this swivel right here on the bicep, and then the elbow moves in about that far, and moves all the way back that far. And the hand, there's really no articulation in the hand except for moving it down a little bit. Alright. Let's put this guy back here. Let's give him his weapons. Come on, stay. There you go. Like I said, he can hold his crossbow. In either hand, like so. Like that. But I'm going to put this on his back. You can open these wings up like this in robot mode. You can plug this into his back like so. He has a pretty nice wingspan. Come on. Stand. There you go. So there's his wingspan in his robot mode, and then for his swords, put them in each hand. You can have him dual wielding swords. Like so. They almost look like the rapiers or whatever, those like French people, or the like old Spaniards or whatever, the duelists, the people that would sword fight. Those swords almost look like that, and I get that sort of vibe from him. But there's Strafe in his robot mode. He's really nice. Just a comparison with his Dinobot buddies that are out and the ones I have. There's Strafe. Then we have Grimlock. Then we have Scorn. And we have Sludge. And there we go. There's all 4 of the ones I have so far. And there's a size comparison for all of them. Scorn is about the same size almost as Strafe. A little bit shorter, but Strafe is probably second tallest so far that I have. It's looking that way. Maybe Sludge is a little bit taller. I don't know. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Stay tuned for a lot more videos. Alright, guys, bye.